Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we're going to be doing a video about Churchill Capital. And for all of you who don't know what Churchill Capital is, it's actually just another SPAC stock, but it has actually been seeing a lot of heat recently. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd September 18th of 2020, fairly recent IPO, already up 80.29%. But looking at the 3-month chart, it's up 90.32%. Obviously, the stock was trading sideways for a little bit. And then all of a sudden, there was a big jump up, within the recent week about Churchill Capital. And a lot of people were wondering, why all of a sudden did Churchill Capital shoot so high upward? Why did the stock almost grow 100%? Is the stock worth investing in at $18.48? And I hope to really cover that in this video with you guys. But really taking a look at the bigger perspective, the reason why the stock actually jumped up so much is because it's actually planning a merger with a company known as Lucid Motors. If you guys don't know what Lucid Motors actually is, Lucid Motors is an American automotive company specializing in electric cars, obviously another EV company. This company was founded in 2007 and it's based out of California. And as of 2020, Lucid Motors is actually developing its first car. For those of you who actually watch TV, you guys can actually see that the commercials of Lucid Motors are already taking pre-orders and stuff like that. So that's why the stock actually did jump up about 90 to 100%. It's just due to the fact that Churchill Capital is merging with a big-time EV company. So really taking a look at the perspective of it, should you invest in Churchill Capital? Is now a very good time to invest in this company. And if you guys have seen Lucid Motors, like I said, it's not anything special. It's just another EV company that produces electric vehicles. But we have seen it time and time again. The stocks that are growing the most right now are electric vehicle companies. That's just due to the simple fact that EV is basically going to be the future. If you guys don't know, the EV market is growing very rampantly. It's starting to get a lot of attention, even from a lot of big time investors. And a lot of people are really starting to wonder, which one of these EV companies is going to be the top pick as far as which one is the best investment, which one actually is going to be the best of them all. And really looking at it, a lot of people have been putting a lot of emphasis on Churchill Capital ever since it announced the merger. The reason that is just due to the fact that people are saying that this stock actually does have the potential to basically 5 times this year, that they think that Churchill stock is going up to $100. And really taking a look at it, so far from what I know, it is just a rumor. I don't know if the merger is actually considered like it's going to actually become a merger, but really taking a look at it, this stock does have a lot of growth potential. A lot of people really are taking a look at it from the bigger perspective that if Churchill Capital does merge with Lucid Motors, this could actually be absolutely huge for the stock. I do think people should pick up Churchill Capital at $18.48. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but really taking a look at it, if Churchill Capital does actually officially merge with Lucid Motors, it could actually be big for the stock. And like I said, Lucid Motors, founded in 2007, now are already in development of their first car. They're already taking a bunch of pre-orders, which is good for the company in itself. And really taking a look at it in general, like I said, the EV market is probably going to be one of those industries that's going to be growing for a very long time. A lot of people are really taking the opportunity to actually jump in these stocks early, potentially finding the one that could actually be the next Tesla. We have seen all the big-time EV companies like NIO, Li Auto, Workhorse, Hyliion, all of these big-time EV companies that are basically getting a lot of hype. They're getting a lot of attention. And like I said, that's just due to the simple fact that people know that EV is going to be the future. I think a lot of people think that it's kind of like a market bubble in itself. But just know, if a deal with Lucid Motors is confirmed with this company, I know that, there is going to be a lot of surge with this stock, and it could actually bring the stock to new heights. I'm kind of waiting to see if it's actually going to go through, but just off a rumor alone, going back to the 3-month chart, the stock spiked up 90%. So imagine if the deal with Lucid Motors is actually confirmed, could bring to the stock to a whole new height. And like I said, there's a lot of SPACs that are merging with a bunch of EV stocks. We had Tortoise Acquisition who merged with Hyliion, and it happens all the time. But really taking a look at it, if this Lucid Motors and Churchill Capital does go through, I think people should invest in the stock. I do think that it's going to be worth it. And like I said, this is a American-based automotive company, so its main competitor is probably going to be Tesla. But really taking a look at it, from an investment standpoint, right now I'm going to take a small position in Churchill Capital. I do think that it is actually worth the risk because, like I said, if the merger actually does go through, this stock could see a lot of potential upside. EV market is growing very fast. It's very explosive. It's very rampant, and it's not unshocking to see these types of stocks basically grow 500 to 1,000% in a single year alone. Like I said, Lucid Motors is already establishing itself. It's already creating its vehicles. It's already taking pre-orders for its new cars. So if the deal goes through, I can expect a lot of upside. How much upside exactly? For me, I think if the deal goes through, Lucid Motors really just coming out strong, and if the merger is actually confirmed, I could see Churchill Capital actually hitting $100. Probably not in that very moment, but I do expect at least the stock going to about $40 to $50. Like I said, a lot of big-time investors know, a lot of retail investors know, a lot of even small-time investors know that EV companies and all these SPAC stocks are basically what is going to be the hottest thing in 2021. It was the hottest thing in 2020. I don't expect any change from 2021. I still expect to see a lot of growth from these types of stocks in this year as well. I don't expect anything to change. And like I said, EV is going to be the future. So really doing a ChurchHill Capital stock analysis, I do think the stock right now is worth the investment. I do think that, with the potential deal going through, that it actually is worth the investment. Like I said, if the merger does go through, people could see a lot of huge return on their investment. But people always have to know too that this is just a speculated rumor. It's actually not a fact from what I know. So really taking a look at it, but based off a rumor alone, if the stock jumped up 90%, imagine if Churchill Capital actually does do a merger with Lucid Motors. This could actually be big for the company. It could be big for Lucid Motors as well. And like I said, these SPAC stocks are endorsed by a lot of big time analysts. Even Jim Cramer himself loves SPAC stocks because these are blank check companies that can basically just merge with any type of company, and they end up doing very, very well. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Buy Churchill Capital at $18.48. I honestly think it is worth the investment. The stock is still super cheap for the potential upside that this company could actually have. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Churchill Capital. Do you guys think that Churchill Capital is worth the investment? If you guys own Churchill Capital, how many shares do you guys own? What's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.